Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be covering the new manga layout feature that has been added to the Toocheke theme and Toocheke Companion plugin. It's a feature that I'm very excited about and I hope you guys get to love it too. Before I dive right in, let me just cover a few notes on some related changes to the addition that we made to the latest update. Now, you will notice that if you go to the Toocheke menu and just right under here, you'll find all the menu options that are available. Now, if you've been using Toocheke, you will have noticed that some of the menu options are no longer there. These include, for example, the collections menu, the chapters menu, locations and tags, and the series options. Now they're no longer here, but you can still access them under what I've called the hub menus. So for example, for the series, you will find all the menu options that are available for managing a series, so you can view all the series. Okay, you can add a new series and you can assign a genre for a series, and you can also assign series tags. All right, so these are still there. I've just rearranged them to kind of streamline the menu option here, just to avoid it making it too crowded. The same thing goes for comics. Now you can always, as you did before, you can access the all comics menu here. You can add a new comic from this menu. But if you're looking for like the chapters and collections, you will find them under the comics hub menu. All right. So if you wanted to view all comics or add a new comic, you just click on that menu. For the comic collections, you can just click on that menu option. For the chapters, the same thing. And the comic tags and the comic collections and the comic characters. Okay, so all of this should be basically work as they were before. All right, hopefully it's not that confusing. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. All right, so before we used to have what are called the all series. This is what you would assign to a comic. In the new update, we have what is called the manga layout, and it has, you can categorize your manga into basically like a series, like the name of the series and the volumes for each series and the chapters that are within each volume. Okay, so let me just show you how you can set that up on your website with Toocheke. So the first thing you're going to have to do, if I just switch over to my home page, this is what it currently looks like with one of the comic layouts. All right, so let's say I wanted to have like a manga layout for my website. What I would do is I would just go to the appearance menu and then click on customize, and then right under, let's see, it should be under the homepage layout. So this were this top 6 options were what was there before, and the new additions are here. You'll find the manga layouts here. The first one has a hero section and this one has no hero section. So if I was to switch to that, you'll see it has no hero. If I switch to that, it has a hero section. So let's go ahead and use that for our manga layout. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I do not want to have this text-based hero section, so let's switch that out. Okay, so first of all, the site identity, let's remove the title and then click publish, and then I'm going to upload a hero image. So let's see, it's going to be a header image, then click add image, then upload, select, and I have one created here, so let me just use that one, and then set and crop and skip cropping, and then just publish. Okay, so those are the basic settings that you need to set up for your website. One more thing before I move out of the customizer. On the home page, you will notice that there are like 4 options available, 4 sections that are available. You can view all the series. You can view the popular series, a list of all the popular series, and the list of popular volumes and chapters. If you want to hide any of these sections on the home page, these many options that you can go to do that. So let's go to home sections. So if I wanted to hide any of these sections, I can just click on this. So like if I wanted to hide popular series, popular volumes, and popular chapters, and just want to show all the series, I can have those. I just hide those. And just so you know, the popular series would basically show the list of like the 4 popular series based on the number of likes each series has gotten. The same thing for volumes. It would display all the like the top 4 popular volumes based on the number of likes that your readers have assigned to each volume, and the same thing for chapters. And that will become more clearer as I kind of walk you through how to set up manga pages and manga chapters, volumes, and series. Okay, so for now I'm going to hide these popular series, popular volumes, and popular chapters. Okay, and then I'm done. So let's exit out of the customizer. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is adding the series. So the first thing you have to do is add the series, which is like the overall title for your manga series. So right now I do not have everything. Let's go and add that in. So I'm going to add in a new manga series, and let's call it Samson and David. Then you can add a short description here. I'm just going to copy over some text that I have here and just paste it in here. And the creator, I'm going to give the name of the creator. Status, I'm going to leave it as ongoing. Let's put it as complete. Release year, let's put it at 1940. And the rating, let's put it at 13 plus years of age. You can assign a genre for each series. So let's put in superhero, and then just click add. And then for the publishers, let me say just Acme Publishers. Then just click add. And then you can assign a hero image that will be displayed uniquely for each series on the page. So let's set the hero image and just use this one that we already had up. And the featured image, I'm going to upload one more here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and upload this. Okay. And then just click publish. Okay. And now let's see how it looks like on the front end. So let's copy that. And okay, if I was to refresh this. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. And if I was to go to the series page, oops, let's see, don't know what's going on. Okay, I may need to flash my permalinks. Okay, let's switch back again, see if this works. Yeah, I just needed to flash my permalinks since that was a new addition. So, okay. So you see the text that is there, and you see this like feature. So if I was to like, any reader can like a series, a volume, or a chapter, right? Or unlike it. So as soon as they like it, it ends up being counted towards, let's say, a popular series. If it's a volume, popular volume. If it's chapter, popular chapter. So let's say we just want to like it, okay? All right, so we have added the series. So let's say now we want to add a volume for this series. Let's go ahead and do that. So we currently do not have any volumes, so I can add a volume, and let's say this is volume 1. The series is Samson and David, and the volume number is volume 1. Make sure to add this in. This will determine the order in which the volumes will be ordered within a series. For the release date, let's add in, let's say something like okay. For the ISBN number, if you have if this is a print publication, you can add that in, otherwise you can leave it blank. It's for the rating, let's put it at 13 plus. For the pages, let me just put in let's say let's hit 13. And for the digital URLs and the print URLs, if you're selling this volume elsewhere or even on your own website, let's say you have WooCommerce installed and you're selling both your print and digital publications for your volume, for your manga volume, you can put the links here. So let me just put that in. I'm just going to put in any URL. Okay. And you can put in a featured image for the volume. Let me just upload one. Okay, let's go to volume. Okay, set featured image. And you can set a unique hero image for the volume landing page. So let's put that in. Let me upload one. Okay. And just click set image and click publish. Okay. If I was to copy the link and just go over to the front end, this is what the volume page looks like now. Okay, if I go to the back to the series page, then you see there's some breadcrumbs here that are added into every page for Manga Layout. This is what the series page looks like, and then if I want to go back to the home page, this is what it looks like. So if I click on a series, this is what it looks like. If I go to the volume page, I can also like it if I want to. All right, if I was a reader. And that's basically it for the volume. And now we need to add in the chapter, because chapter is where you have basically the manga pages that a reader can read. So let's go and do that. And you notice like the buy digital and buy print links are also there. Okay, so add in the manga chapter pages. So right now there's nothing. So you can do that from here or from this link over here. So let's click on add new manga chapter, and I'm just going to give it the name chapter 1. And for the series, I'm going to give it the series Samson and David. Volume is the volume we added earlier on, volume 1. And chapter number, make sure to add that in. This will determine how the chapter is ordered with respect to other chapters within the volume. Okay. Release date, I'm going to put a date there. Pages, I'll say 13 for now. And then text, you can put in anything. For the notes, you can just put in anything that you want. Okay, and then you can set the featured image for the chapter. So I'm going to upload all the images for the chapter first. So select, then go back to my folder here and upload. These are all the pages that I have for my chapter. So let me just add those in. Okay. And then let's use the cover, the first page, as the featured image. So let's do that. All right. And then I can go ahead, you see in this chapter pages option here, meta box, you can add in the pages, all the pages. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's select these. Okay, and then just click publish. And that's basically it. So if I go to the chapter page, you notice that it shows up this cool reader for manga. Okay, if I go to the front end, let's go back to the front end. Okay, so if I go back to all series, the home page, if I click on it, it'll take me to the volume page. If I wanted to, I could read the latest chapter or the first chapter. So, but I currently only have one chapter. It will take me to the chapter page, and I can read through it. All right. Now, the cool thing with the reader is it gives you the option to switch between having 2 pages or 1 page. So to do that, you would have to click on the image, not on this side or this side, but on the image itself to launch the menu options. So there you go. And I can switch to whether I want to have 1 page. Okay. And I can choose to have a full screen. Okay, and then just click on the image again, and I can basically navigate through. Okay, if I wanted to switch back to 2 pages, just click on that, and then click on the image again, and then just swipe through. All right, then if I wanted to like this chapter, I can go to this menu option over here. And if I wanted to browse through any other chapters that were there, I could just click on this menu option over here. So let me exit out by clicking on the image. And that's it. So if I wanted to exit out of this, I could either just go to the end. If we finish, I can either close this reader. Okay. Or if I wanted to, I could just close from here at the top. Okay, and then it'll take me back to where I was with the volume. So you can either use this menu to read the latest chapter or the first chapter. If you had many more chapters listed, you could just go to this section here and then just click on read, or even click on this, so it'll just take you to the page again. All right, so it's that simple. It's something I'm pretty excited about. One more thing, since I think I did like this. Did I? Yes. Okay. Since I have liked this, it should show up in the popular sections on the home page. So let's say we wanted to enable the popular sections on the home page. Let's go back to the customizer, so I can just show you that. So appearance and customizer. All right. Let's see, it's in home sections. Okay, and if I just uncheck that and uncheck this and then check that and then just click publish. Let's see if that works. Yep, there you go. So again, this is determined by the number of likes, whether a series shows up as popular or a volume or a chapter. Okay, and if you click on it, it'll just take you to the respective page. All right, so let me just do a refresh here. Just one more thing, if you wanted to change the title text for any of this, you can do that through, again, the home sections menu. So if you wanted to change that, I can click publish, and then if I go to the front end, it will change those sections there. Change back again, and then just click publish. Okay, that was it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. All right, till next time, bye.